with you. So join me on Facebook. Hey, find me on Shannon Smith on HSN on Facebook, please, because I have new tips every week. You'll also find me on Shannon Smith on Instagram, same thing, or Shannon Smith's Kitchen, where I do food tips. Well, my tip to you, my friends, it doesn't matter if you're threading a needle or doing your nails or trying to do your nails like I was last night, or if you're very obsessive about plating your food, or if it's crossword puzzles, if it's handyman or woman projects, we love the Mighty Sight. Now, this has been sold out. It is finally back in stock. And not only is it brighter than everywhere else, you get the case, you won't find that anywhere else. You are also getting magnification, and incidentally, so it's 25% stronger with its LED lights and 160% magnification. So you have to understand, this is not your readers. And especially with that light, whether it's reading in bed, whether it's that task work, whether it's that project lighting or the crossword puzzles, you will love these. Rechargeable cable included. Love that hard shell case. There's the Mighty Sight itself. It does fit over your prescription lenses. If you have it, of course, we would love to say hi to you. Time is always short. So Vonabelle Sherman is joining me. And Vonabelle, boy, when we say seeing is believing, Vonabelle, we are so happy to have this back. Let me find something that's really small. Whether it's the
me too.
I mean, honest to goodness, whether it's the cell phone or the text messages or doing my nails, we love this product, Vonabelle.
Yeah, I love it too. It's so handy. You know what? It just relieves frustration. I would imagine that most of you are like me. 3 times a day, you feel frustrated because you're trying to look at something and you can't see it because they make the writing so tiny on instruction manuals, magazines, even maybe your newspapers. But once you put on the Mighty Sight glasses, everything is bigger, brighter, and illuminated. I'm going to cover these. Look at that. Do you see when I cover them? It's nothing, and then boom, there's that illumination. So I love that they gave you the magnification and the illumination all on your face, so your hands are free. So now you can hold things. And when you're trying to fix something, or maybe you're trying to do adult coloring and you want to stay in the line. Maybe you are an Anna Griffin fan, and you know you begin your project, and then you want to line up lines, and you can't see. I can't see the edges without magnifiers myself. And so the nice thing is these will actually fit over your glasses as well. They are optical quality. And the case that we gave you for your USB also doubles as a cleaner. It is a Microsoft cleaner so that you can take care of any fingerprints you get on your Mighty Sight glasses. They feel really good. They're very balanced. I was really impressed when I got these, my samples, a year ago. I thought, wow, they did a great job with these. And you'll be like me, reaching for them all the time, whether you're reading in bed. And I actually do wear mine when I'm doing my own nails. I do my own gel nails at home, but I can't do them without magnification and light. And I have them both in one. And while trying to get rid of one problem, we didn't give you another. And by that, I mean, you don't have to buy batteries for this. You don't have to find a place to put them in or what size. We give you a USB charger, and you charge them for about 30 minutes, and they last for at least 3 hours, and you get this incredible magnification, Shannon.
Well, this is, I'll tell you what, if you only got it to read those prescription labels, telling you what, it would pay for the purchase. Because I can't tell you the number of times where I've grabbed, because I have arthritis, as you know, and sometimes you grab something that you think is something else. So, so my producer, Steve, is giving me updates on things that, never mind, as the story says, but this gives you an idea of how you can read everything from your labels to your menus, to your cell phones, to even nutrition labels. And you do it with sight, you do it with magnification, you do it with that free case, the rechargeable battery, that cleaning cloth. 682-702. Vonabelle, I am with you. Whether you're doing your nails or doing a puzzle, this is something we all need. And it's funny because the last time that you and I aired this together, I actually didn't get it because it sold out so quickly. It actually sold out, we were on the air. We've been waiting to get this back in stock People love this. And I am correct in saying Mighty Sight does things for HSN that they don't do for other people, right?
That is correct. That's why this is the Ultra. So in the Ultra, you're getting the anti-scratch, anti-glare coating, and that is, if you go to buy it at a brick and mortar store, you will not get that. You also don't get the case. And this is a semi-hard case, keeps your glasses perfect shape. And what I like that for is if I want to take these shopping with me, I can take these so I can read labels at the store. That's so important. Now, Shannon, you showed that bottle of medicine, and I want to revisit that because Mighty Sight did a survey, and you know what? The number one thing that everybody said they wanted this for was to read prescription bottles, whether it was a prescription or even over the counter. Everybody struggles to see that label, and it's so important that you see the prescription amount, but also any warning labels. And you could really see that it's really illuminated. It's big and it's bold, so you don't make any mistakes. And then, of course, people liked it for enlarging things, even when they were using their phones or their tablets. Reading magazines also came in that top 10. That package that you're holding, I really like. That's from Pancakes, the product I presented. And that really shows how big and bold it gets compared to struggling to see anything without your Mighty Sight glasses. Mighty Sight glasses gives you a bigger, bolder, clearer way to see everything. And all you do is pop them on your face, and all of a sudden you'll get the same feeling as I did. I went, whoa, these are great. And don't forget, LED is also built in. So you get pinpoint ability to illuminate and see everything that you're doing. And it's such a great package with the USB charge, no batteries to worry about, the case to keep them safe. So these can be at home, but they can be on the go because of that case. You never have to worry about them getting scratched or being damaged by just tossing them in your pocketbook. So I think it's a great investment for anybody. And you don't even have to be over 50. You could be 20 and still need magnification for any kind of project you might have, right, Shannon?
Absolutely. Okay, it is 90 seconds, and we have hundreds of you joining us. There's still a 30-day return policy. Remember, if you want it, they are just back in stock. And at retail, you don't get that bigger, brighter, you don't get the case, you don't get that anti-glare, that anti-scratch coating. It's light and magnification in one with those rechargeable batteries. You do need this. And as Vonabelle said, you don't have to be in your 50s or your 60s. We're all doing something, whether it's reading a label, taking a prescription medication, doing your nails, working on a craft, working on a crossword puzzle, splinter in your finger, splinter in your foot, detail-oriented projects, whatever it might be, they're finally back. So remember, exclusive configuration, anti-glare coating, anti-scratch, the light is built in. Yes, it's brighter. Yes, it's rechargeable. Yes, you get the case. And yes, we have them tonight on a flex pay of $8.33. Definitely, okay, Vonabelle, well, if I'm missing anything, you fill them in because I gotta get mine because I missed out the last time.
It's great magnification, and they are unisex. So girl, guy, it doesn't matter. They will fit. They also can go over your existing glasses. And just think about your hobbies. Maybe you do model cars. You need to see what you're doing. Makes those tiny little things bigger and bolder so you can see what you're doing. And for the ladies, maybe it's jewelry making. You need the magnification to see what you're doing. I love it. You said splinters. I can tell you 4 friends who have said, oh my gosh, I grabbed these when I got a splinter and I could actually see what I was doing. So don't miss out. It's great.
Don't do it. Vonabelle, great to see you. Thank you for joining me tonight in the house.
So much. I love being in your house.
I love it too. Thank you, Vonabelle. Hey, don't hang up on your Mighty Sight. Remember, we are getting social with you, so join me on Facebook. Hey, tell me what tips you would like. So instead of customer picks, let's have customer tips. If you find me on Facebook tonight or Shannon Smith on HSN on our Facebook, join me, like my page. I hope you follow me because I'll have tips every week as we do this show through September. And then on Shannon Smith's Kitchen, I do cooking tips and lots of great recipes. Well, here's another great tip. We're all looking for ways to relax and kind of unplug our brain. Coloring books for the larger or the older set like myself are all the rage. This is a huge value. It's actually a set of 2. These were originally around $20, and we have both sets, so you get the nature and the patterns for $12.95. It is a $4.32 flex pay. There's a little something for everybody here, and not only are these great kind of acid-free pages, they are easy to tear out as well. So once you've completed that work, and it really is unloading and unplugging your brain, suitable for framing, as they say. 716-355. Thank you, Steve, you read my mind. Hey, if you are joining me, last hour, we had the biggest screen size that RCA has ever offered in a tablet at HSN. Here's the rainbow, little over 100 remaining. So if you want that, and I'll just show you this real quickly. Sorry about that, Mark, hard to do with one hand. But this is the largest screen size they've ever offered. It's an 11.6 inch. You even get applications that talk to Microsoft Word and Office and Excel and PowerPoint. Plus, you're getting that detachable keyboard. Biggest, it's a quad-core processor, the whole shebang. Last 100 of that rainbow. We're gonna help you get clean and bright. It's my Gotta Get It coming up.
I have journeyed around the globe. I've seen the beauty the world has to offer. Now I'm bringing you new fabrics, patterns, and soft silhouettes with spicy details. Exotic, but with a new degree of sophistication. Global Chic is all about fashion freedom. So be free. IMAN Global Chic, only on HSN.
Lancôme, Paris, on HSN. Get the best deals on the things you love with the HSN card. As an HSN card VIP, you'll get all kinds of perks, like 12-month VIP financing on select items, plus ExtraFlex on beauty, jewelry, shoe, and fashion purchases all day, every day. And at least 8 VIP savings events a year. Includes fraud protection, and there's no annual fee. Apply now and instantly get $10 off when you're approved. Call 1-800-695-1418 or visit hsn.com/HSN card.
Well, welcome in. Happy Friday, everybody. I'm Shannon. Thank you for inviting me into your house. This is Shannon's in the House. It's a show we do every Friday from 7 to 9. We get social with you, by the way. Rochelle, nice to see you, and Jason and Jordan, all my friends. Find me on Facebook, Shannon Smith on HSN, where I post tips every week. This tip is about my tablet and how to clean that keyboard. Well, to clean everything else, you need my Gotta Have It. I am getting mine during this show. This is the first time that it's been back since it's sold completely out as a today's special. This is artisanal. This is hand poured. Just as we have Soul Source gemstones, this is a natural clay from France that cleans, polishes, and protects all at once. So that would be great, right? Well, check this out. It not only cleans, polishes, and protects, it's not buy one, get one. How about buy one, get another one, but then supersized, almost 70% larger on each tub. They were years in the making on those chamois. And are you ready? For the price that we would normally sell one in the regular size, 60% times 3 with the sponges, with the chamois. Okay. Can you see why it's my Gotta Have It, my Gotta Get It? I'm getting mine because my lavender was completely gone when I offered this with Terry as a today's special. We have a few lavender. We have the original. Steve, I think you said only 1,200 or so on the original. So a little over 1,000 of the original. And then we also have the citrus, which was also completely sold out when we got to offer this as a today's special. There is no auto ship. So if you are interested, Grab it while we've got it. 686-065. My darling friend, Terry Toner, who is joining us tonight in a guest kitchen. And she, boy, you're the best house guest ever because you come to my house and then you clean. And Terry, there's virtually...
Come and clean the kitchen.
You come and clean the kitchen and my cookware and my grout. Well, you know I love you, but I'm also a big fan of this. And this is the biggest configuration and size that we have ever offered, isn't it?
It really is. I mean, 3 of the supersized tubs, like you said. You know, it's funny, Shannon, you were talking about when we presented this as the TS, and I was thinking, gosh, that Today Special was just yesterday, right? Well, this is my COVID haze. That was in January. Here it is August. I mean, I can't believe it's been that long. First time back for this configuration. Like you said, 3 of the supersized tubs, 3 of the sponges, 2 of the microfiber cloths. How do you use it? What's it going to do for you? Well, it's going to clean for you, but it's going to clean for you without chemicals, without harsh abrasives, without fumes. You don't need a mask. You don't need gloves. You don't need to open up the windows. You take that wonderful sponge, you get it just a little bit wet, kind of wring it out. You're going to rub it into that hand-poured artisanal clay cake, and you get a little bit on there, kind of squeeze it a little bit, make a little foaminess just like that. So you're kind of going to work up a little bit of lather. You notice no gloves. It's not going to hurt the manicure. It's not going to hurt the fingernails. It's not going to hurt your skin, anything like that. Just the tiniest little bit of elbow grease, not a whole lot, because you know, I hate to say that it's an abrasive because I think that gives everyone the wrong impression. It has an abrasive quality to it, but it is made from a super fine clay. Now watch this as I just give this a little bit of wipe. Let me grab the dry one. Look at the shine on this. Look at those pots and pans. I mean, I have a pot rack where my pans show all the time. I use this on them all the time. Now I want you to see what we talk about when we say that it cleans, obviously, it polishes. I mean, look at that shine, but it also protects. So I'm just going to get a little water on this sponge here. Now watch what happens when I let that water run on there. It literally is sheeting off. See how the water just sheets off? That's the incredible protection that you're getting from the Earth Bright. Since we're at the sink here, might as well clean the sink, right? I'm the best guest ever. I'm gonna do the same thing, get my clean sponge, get it a little bit wet, rub it into that clay cake. Again, I'm not worried about gloves. I'm not worried about messing up my manicure. Now the sink doesn't look too bad, does it? Check it out, look at this. It doesn't look too bad. Watch what happens when I apply my incredible Earth Bright, cleaning, polishing, and protecting. Now, I'm going to give it that rinse. Watch this. So look at the difference. That sink did not look dirty. And you get that same wonderful sheeting action, which means that your sink is going to stay cleaner longer. It's polished. It's protected. I mean, honest to goodness, that stainless steel sink did not look dirty. You take a little Earth Bright to it, you're on a whole nother level. It's absolutely amazing.
It's so funny because I was actually getting ready to place my order on the lavender. I didn't get the lavender. And the thing is, if you are very concerned, not only about safety, but getting things cleaned, it sounds like jumbo shrimp. It sounds like an oxymoron, but it doesn't scratch, but it cleans, it polishes, and it protects. But it's also perfect for those it's food safe. So meaning, now you're not gonna eat it, but you understand what I'm saying. Whether it's the gas grill, the barbecue grill, whether it's your cookware, your countertop, the best glass top stove cleaner that money can buy. I actually, on that big website named after a river, I just bought just a ceramic glass cleaner for the price of admission. And this does so much more than that. But remember, it's not buy one, get one. How about buy one, get another one? 66%, in fact, almost 70% larger on each tub, each one with their own little sponge, then years in the making to get that chamois, $11, and we have it only as long as supplies last. If you missed out on that lavender, I am ordering my lavender right now. I love lavender because these also have essential oils, which I know Terry will speak to. The original Last 1000, and then the citrus. With a 30-day return policy, there is a reason that this took us basically over 6 months to get back in stock. And Terry, that's an interesting point because it's not mass produced. We talk about how it's a natural source, essential oils, that it's artisanal, that it's hand poured. So if it took us since January to get this back, this is really one of a kind when it comes to cleaning, isn't it?
It really is. And the other thing I'd like to address too is, you know, I mean, we were artisanal before artisanal became cool. We were green before green was a thing, before there was a hashtag. Earthbright has been around for years and years and years here at HSN. It's one of our #1 customer picks. And the reason for that is because it works. It's food safe on all of your surfaces. You can use it in the microwave. You can use it on the oven. You can use it on the stove. You can use it on virtually any and every surface that you can think of. And you don't have to worry about harsh chemicals. You don't have to worry about it being bad for the environment because it is absolutely, completely, and totally safe for you, for your kitchen, for around your kids, around your pets. Look at that before and after. Let me get my dry one and just give it that quick dry. So again, we're talking, I can see myself. We're talking about cleaning, polishing, and protecting the toughest surfaces. We'll go back to that oven if we have time. I'll do the rest of the door for Wendy. But I want you to take a look at some of the different things that you can use this on. A lot of people don't know or don't realize that Earthbright actually was originally created for the jewelry industry. So to clean and polish precious metals, honest to goodness. So if you have sterling silver, you know, maybe you've inherited some silver pieces. Let's take a look at some of these before and after. So here's what the silver teapot that you got from Granny looks like. Here's what it looks like after Earthbright. So there's the before. There's the after. Silver service trays, again, before and after. Oh, I saw a peek of you, Galen. I can see your reflection. That's how shiny it is. A little copper pot. I love my little Turkish coffee pot. All, you know, smudged up and then polished. And not only is it polished, but it's also cleaned, polished, and protected. You can use it on sneakers. You can use it to get that, you know, dried mineral deposit off of the dog's water dish. You can use it on so many different surfaces. And the same thing that you can clean your oven with and clean your sinks with and clean the wheels on your car with, you can clean the baby's high chair. Because again, this is a food safe product. It is not a harsh chemical. It is all natural. You can use it on the baby's high chair. You can use it on the stroller. You can use it on the car seat. You can use it in the safest way because it's biodegradable, it's non-toxic, it's all natural. It cleans, polishes, and protects. You can use it on your wood floors. Kids are getting a little bored, a little stir crazy. Honest to goodness, you can use this on your wood floors. Maybe the kids have gotten a little creative with the art. There's crayon. Here, we'll put some more crayon on there. How about permanent marker? Nobody likes that. Oh no, permanent marker on the floor. It happens, right? Well, we're gonna clean it up with our Earthbright. Get the sponge wet. Get a little on there. Before I do that though, I'm gonna go ahead and take my microfiber cloth because, you know, microfiber cloths are pretty good. It'll actually get that crayon off if I rub hard enough. Keep rubbing. It gets all that crayon off, but it's not getting the permanent marker off. So I take my Earthbright and I give a little bit of rub to that. Not only does all the crayon come off, but so does all the permanent marker. So, I mean, here's real life here. Crayons and permanent markers happen on wood floors.
They do.
If you've
And
got kids.
Terry, I gotta tell
you,
we are so busy. I'm delighted that you could join me. Thank you for joining me in your house. I gotta tell you, I am someone who does not like to clean, but I am obsessed with Earthbright. Not only do I have very sensitive skin, I'm prone to reactions if I use harsh chemicals in my home. This is a natural alternative, but do not think that doesn't mean it doesn't clean. Yes, bigger is one thing, but if it doesn't clean, who cares? It's not buy one, get one. It's like buy one, get another one times two. Actually, more than times two. Almost 70% more in each one. So keep one next to the commode, keep one underneath the kitchen sink, whether it's the garage, indoors, outdoors, your gas grill, your cookware, hard water stains, your tile, it doesn't matter. We have sold over 1 million of these, but this is the biggest size we've ever offered. Each one has its own sponge, and then years in the making on these super chamois. And when I say it is first come, first served, because this was artisanal before artisanal was cool, and hand poured before hand poured was cool. That's why it's been gone since January. So what we have is what we have. It is sourced from one area, clay from France. French, that beautiful lavender, also augmented with essential oils, so it makes a feel-good experience. Lavender was completely gone when it sold out as a today's special. Then we have the citrus, and the original, there are only 1,000. There is no auto ship. So if you want it, I can't recommend this enough. Terry, we were just looking at some of these pictures. If you could help speak to this, is this why it takes us so long to get back when it sells out? Because usually, I mean, we get it back right away.
It's handcrafted. There's not a big factory with machines, you know, plopping out clay. These are handmade, hand-poured artisanal cakes. And like I said, artisanal before, you know, artisanal was cool. We've been doing this for years and years and years. It's been a customer pick forever. And the reason is because it's easy to use, it's versatile, it's safe. I mean, there's nothing safer. I have my hands in it. I'm making my foam. I've got bare hands. I've got no gloves on. There's no, you know, toxic aromas. You don't have to open up all the windows. You don't have to mask up. You don't have to glove up. And it's incredibly, incredibly versatile. And again, the way that you use this, you wet that sponge, you know, kind of wring it out. You want it maybe a little bit more than just damp, a little bit of water in there. You rub it into the cake, and then you do your scrub on whatever surface it is, and you get these kinds of results. And look at the shine. I mean, look at the light reflecting in that. Isn't that incredible? So on your granite, my granite in my kitchen, the faucet is right there in the handles, and it gets wet all the time, and then it dries. And so I get all of this mineral buildup on the granite. The Earthbrite is the best thing that's ever happened to it. I take my Earthbrite, I rub it right around the faucet, I clean the faucet, and it gets it so incredibly clean. Same thing with tile. This is the best tile cleaner. It's the best shower door cleaner. If you have a lot of hard water, mineral spots, lime, calcium, you know, soap scum, anything like that, it is the best thing that has ever happened to the tile in your shower, the stone, the granite, the glass shower doors. It is such a great workhorse. And again, it's not toxic. There's not a bunch of fumes. It does such an incredible and beautiful job. A quick wipe, and again, look at that shine, baby. Look at that shine. Now, not only is it cleaned, Shannon, it's cleaned, it's polished, and it's protected, which means that the water's going to bead up off of it. It's not going to dry in those, you know, hard water spots. It actually helps your home stay cleaner longer, because not only does it clean and polish, but it protects those surfaces as well.
It's so funny, you almost took the words right out of my mouth. That's what I was just gonna say. As someone who does not like to clean, if you can get me to clean, I want to do it naturally. So no gloves, no harsh abrasives. It cleans, polishes, and protects, but then it stays clean longer. Like that stainless sink that Terry cleaned, it beads up, so it helps repel those messes, whether it's on your cookware, on your grout, on your shower, on your glass mirror, on your stovetop, on that sink, on the faucets, on your shoes, on your gas grill. I just hope you grab it, because now over 1,000, and I gotta tell you, what we have is what we have. This sold out as a today's special in January. It took us that long to get it back. If you shopped with me at night, you didn't get the lavender and you didn't get the citrus. We have lavender and citrus available tonight. Remember, you are getting Your favorite choice, but 66% more, 66% more in each tub. It's really crazy when you think about it. Each one has its own sponge, and then those chamois were years in the making. So Terry, at the end of the day, it's a lot of product. I mean, no kidding. We used to sell one for pretty close, one in the regular size for very close to the price of what you're seeing on your screen. 30-day return policy. If you don't love it, you send it back. Auto ship is not available on this, so definitely grab more than one. And Terry, that's the other cool thing about this. So until you wet that sponge and then kind of activate it in that clay, you don't have to worry about extra mess. You don't have to worry about extra fumes. You don't have to worry about gloves. It's about as simple and effective as it gets.
It really is. It's so simple to use. It's so safe to use. Safe for us, safe for the environment, safe on literally every surface in your kitchen. And of course, the same thing that you're cleaning your pots and pans with, you can, you know, clean the sneakers, clean the dog dish, clean the high chair, clean the car seats, clean the car, patio furniture, windows. All of these surfaces, so glass and metal and plastic and vinyl and the boat, you know, if the boat gets funky, use it to clean the boat. I'm gonna go ahead and give that wipe, and then we're gonna do that water test again. I'll bring it over to the sink and run my sponge off of it, and you see that sheeting action. Look at that. See how the water just beads up and rolls right off of there? That's what we're talking about. When we say that it's protecting, it's more than just the clean and the polish. It's that beating up of the water running off of there. We'll give the sink another clean since we're over here as well.
Hey, Terry,
and,
as
again,
you do that,
my sponge wet,
we had a question from Teresa. By the way, Rochelle, great, I love that she's eating organic and loves this idea. Teresa was asking, how would you describe the original fragrance on the original Earth Bright? Do you have a...
It has a very light citrus scent. It's a very clean smell. It's not as citrusy as the citrus, because that's actual citrus, but it's just a really clean, light scent. And it's almost indescribable in that it just smells clean. Like, it's not perfumey.
Right.
It's not flowery or anything like that. It's just a clean, wonderful scent. Look at that sink. Did you guys see that? I mean, it didn't even look dirty. Look, and see how that water sheets off. So I hope that answered her question. I'm glad that you called in or texted in with a question. Yeah.
Well, Terry, I love you. You know I love this. Please continue to be safe out there. And thank you for cleaning up with us tonight.
Thank you so much, Shannon. I know you love it. I'm so glad you finally got your lavender. I felt so bad when we sold out.
I know. I've been waiting.
Awesome.
Terry, thank you. Good to have you here tonight.
Yay.
Thank you, Terry.
Thank you.
All right, so remember, lavender, citrus, or the original, in which case we only have about 1,000, so keep that in mind. Hey, speaking of final quantities, if you're trying to get through on the Rainbow tablet that thinks it's a laptop from last hour, we now have fewer than 100, so check with your service representatives for details there. All right, well, we are in the house. We're getting social. I'm Shannon, so I would love to meet and greet you. Please find me on Facebook, Shannon Smith on HSN on Facebook, or Shannon on Instagram. Every week I post a tip. This week it actually has to do with the tablet that thinks it's a laptop. And you know what? We've got customer picks. Help me do customer tips. So I would love to take your suggestions on Facebook as to some of the tips that you'd like to see me do in the house. And of course, we could also get social with you as well. Sorry for that awkward transition. Mark knows I don't travel light. You should see the bag that I bring to work. That's small potatoes. I mean, what I actually bring to work is a lot bigger than that nonsense that you saw me transport. Well, there's nothing nonsensical about this because it's one of the longest running items in HSN history, and we've been around for over 43 years. It's hard to get doctors and health experts to agree, except they can all say we all need to be drinking more water. And especially in this challenging time in which we live, In my city, in St. Petersburg, they're adding more chlorine and they're adding more stuff because they got old pipes and they're trying to keep the bad stuff out. Frankly, it doesn't taste so good. So whether you're cooking with it, making tea with it, or putting it in the pet bowl, we all want more water. We all want clean water. Well, how about clean and pure water for the next 40 years? I'm serious. Clean and pure water for the next 40 years. That's why this has been one of the longest running items in different, configurations here at HSN. You simply hook it up to your regular faucet, so no crazy installation, no technician, no contact installation because you're doing it yourself. There's a diverter spout so you can use it with or without if you're just washing the dishes or washing your hands. And we have the final quantities. So 40,000 gallons, 40 years, final look. Steve, I think you said we have 1,000 only? Okay, a little over 1,000, and this is it. So grab it for $14.98 in your credit card. We have my neighbor and friend, Bob Circosta, who's joining us. Bob, we love you. We love this. Aww. But it's hard to wrap our brains around the idea of not lugging home the big water bottles or the filters that we forget to buy at the store. This is really 40,000 gallons and 40 years of clean and pure water. I don't even know how they do it.
Oh, it really is crazy, but you have to really get your head around the fact that it's the latest in technology. That's what we're talking about. This is the granddaddy of them all when it comes to water filters. There is no other water filter like the Clean and Pure anywhere in the world. This is the only one like it anywhere in the world. And the reason I say that is because this is the only water filter, like you said, Shannon, you never, ever have to replace the filter. So there's no more going out to the store and spending another $25, $35 every month or so. You don't have to do that anymore. As a matter of fact, here's a very popular brand on the market. It's a very good water filter, but every month or so, you've got to go back and spend extra money and replace the cartridge. You never, ever have to do that with the Clean and Pure. And in addition, like you pointed out, Shannon, it's going to give you and your family 40,000 gallons of great tasting water. Now, how much water is that? Well, right here is a bottle of water. I'm sure we've all bought something like this over time, right? Getting the Clean and Pure is the same as getting over 302,000 of these bottles of water. So you cannot go wrong with this. Yes, the hookup is very easy. It just, you screw off the existing part of your faucet, you screw on the Clean and Pure, that's it, you're finished. No tools needed whatsoever. Anybody can do it, and it's portable as well. Now, here's what I've done, Shannon. I've colored the water green on purpose to kind of represent all the bad stuff, whether it be chlorine or odor or bad taste or what have you, all the reasons why we don't drink water or all the reasons why we end up spending a lot of money on bottled water. Well, here's the Clean and Pure. Watch what happens when I turn the lever. Let me find the other glass. Here we go. I'm going to turn that lever. This bad water is going to go through 6 stages. Not 3, not 4, but 6 stages of filtration. Look right over here, my friends, and it's going to come out nice and clean, nice and pure every time you turn that faucet on for the next 40 years or more. That's until the year 2060, which is incredible. So you never have to spend another penny. And like you said, Shannon, we all know we need to drink water. Everybody agrees to that. But usually it doesn't taste too good coming out of the tap or the faucet. So we go and we buy a lot of bottled water and we spend a lot of money. You don't have to do that anymore because now the Clean and Pure is going to give you total satisfaction for the next 40 years or more. Shannon, once again, there is no other water filter like this anywhere in the world.
It is one of a kind. It's an HSN exclusive. You can see that counter. In fact, Steve, if it's okay, I'd love to show how many have sold and then how few we have left, if that's possible. So we've sold close to 6,000 in this configuration. And ooh, there's a little bug in the studio. Must be because I'm so sweet. So we have a little over 1,000 to go around. By the way, Deanne, with the Earth Bright, it does not take the finish off my sealed granite, if that helps answer your question. That's my personal experience, if that helps. But personal experience, I can tell you for a fact here in Florida, whether it's this most recent challenging situation or hurricane season, bottled water is usually the first thing to fly off the shelves. And whether it's hurricane season, hurricane preparedness, or just saving yourself some money, now the best clean and pure water is literally at beck and call from your tap. No crazy installation, no contact delivery, no contact installation. 40 years of clean and pure water, or 40,000 gallons. And Bob, I gotta tell you, for $14.98, with the little over 1,000 that we have remaining, there's a reason that this is one of the longest running, and there's a reason that this is one of the top customer pick items of all time, because it works.
Exactly. Over 800 customer reviews. Now, what does that tell you? They're not reviewing it and liking it because just how it looks. They're reviewing it and liking it because of how that water tastes. You're going to have water that tastes the way water should taste. Now, everybody says to me, Shannon, how can you create something that you never have to replace a filter? There's no maintenance for 40 years or more. How can you do that? Well, all the magic is what's inside. Let's all go inside the filter, because you have, as I mentioned a moment ago, not 3 or 4, but 6 stages of filtration on the clean and pure water filter. The water comes in from underneath, and then it hits that initial micron layer. Then it goes in that gold area. See the gold? That's KDF, a special electrochemical process. And then we added garnet. Yes, just like the gemstone, because of the density of garnet, it's able to trap the tiniest of particulates. And then another micron layer, and then that large black area that you see, that acts as an ionizer. You know, we often hear about ionizers when it comes to cleaning the air. This is an ionizer that's going to clean your water. And then there's another micron filter up at the very, very top. Let me show you a demonstration here. You can all see the pink in this water. The pink in this water means we know there's chlorine in this water. We took the water from the tap. We used a pool testing kit. It turned pink. We know there's chlorine in the water. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take just one of those 6 stages of filtration. You remember that gold area, the KDF? Watch what happens when, well, wait a minute, where did the chlorine go? It is gone just like that. Let me do it again because it happens so quickly. Once again, imagine never having to replace a filter, never having to buy bottled water again, never having any hassle, having water the way water should taste. That's what the clean and pure is all about. And this is it. As you pointed out, Shannon, this is it. We're not going to have any more, maybe until October at the earliest, even if we can get them in for October. But this is it. When this quantity's gone, we are finished with the 40,000 gallons. So if you want the granddaddy of them all in water filtration technology, if you want something that's going to save you money, imagine for a moment never having to spend another penny on bottled water. Imagine for a moment never having to spend another penny on replacing a filter or a cartridge for 40 years or more. I mean, it's amazing. It really is. But thanks to technology, thanks to the scientists at Paragon, they've been able to develop something that's so unique, so different. And again, it's the only water filter like it anywhere in the world. And it's exclusive right here to the good folks at HSN.
Well, and only for the next 1,000 of you who call. So, of course, Ken, nice to see you on Facebook. Nice to have all of you in the house tonight. But this is your one and done. One of the #1 products ever sold here at HSN, but when they are gone for the next 1,000, as Bob points out, we're not quite sure when it will be back. Takes a while to get these back in. And if you do this simple arithmetic, and I know it sounds crazy to wrap your brain around this, if you say only spent $1 a piece on those bottles of water, so 40,000 gallons, let's say you're drinking a gallon of water, good for you. We all need to be drinking more water. But let's just say that was just $1. That's $40,000. I know it sounds crazy when you put that figure out there, but we don't even think twice to spend $2 or $3 on a bottle of water. And candidly, we're not always sure that that's as pure or as clean as this is, because there are a lot of news stories out there that actually disparage or talk about the scientific analytical look at some of the bottled water out there. I'm just saying, if you could have it economically, on demand, for 40 years, for the next 1,000, try it. $44.95, $14.98. Those are interest-free payments. 614-960. We're almost at 6,000 gone. That means the last 1,000 with a 30-day return policy. Bob, it really is true. The hardest thing to do is to just get people to get this at home, because a lot of times people think they're just not water drinkers. What they might not realize is it could be that chlorine, it could be the pipes from your city, it could be well water.
No question.
There are a lot of reasons we're not drinking water.
Right. And this eliminates all of them, because this is water that you want to drink. And we all know water is good for us, for our good health and our well-being. And you brought up such an important point a moment ago, Shannon, and that is that, we really don't know the filtering process that the bottled water companies go through. We know exactly the filtering process that the Clean and Pure goes through. And if you're considering a water filter, getting one for the home, well, just ask yourself one question. Are you ever going to have to replace the cartridge? Are you ever going to have to replace the filter? And if the answer is yes, get ready to end up spending a lot of money over the years. Over 40 years, you will never spend another penny with the Clean and Pure. Here's the gallon of water that Shannon was talking about. You're getting the equivalent of 40,000 of these gallons of water. That's what you're getting in the Clean and Pure. Take my guarantee, folks, when you get this at home, Shannon's right. You've got to taste it. We could talk about this all night, but until you taste it, you're really not going to know the difference. If you love coffee, this is great for coffee. Taste it. If it's not the best you've ever had, then send it back. Don't keep it. I want you to have something you're going to enjoy and benefit from for 40 years, Shannon. It's crazy.
It is unreal. Final call, last 1,000. Bob, we enjoy and love having you here. Thank you, Bob.
Oh, thank you. Thanks, Shannon. Always a pleasure. Thanks.
Good to have you here. All right, call and get yours before it's gone. A couple of quick reminders for you. Steve, we're going to, perfect. Do you know almost 2,000 of my Earth Bright gone? Now, if you want the lavender was completely gone when it was offered as a today's special. That is back. There is no auto ship on this. And remember, it cleans, polishes, and protects all in one. We also have citrus, and if you want the original, last 1,000. This has been sold out since January. So what we have is what we have. Boy, oh boy, I hope you grab yours. You are not gonna need that 30-day money-back guarantee. And then if you were shopping last hour or at the first part of this hour, with over 1,200 gone, Mighty Sight is back. This is another one I added to my list. Boy, I wish I would have had this when I was doing my nails last night. If you see some boo-boos, it's not my fault, but I've got Mighty Sight on the way, so they should look better. Doesn't matter if it's crossword puzzles or threading a needle. This is the ultimate taskmaster, 160% magnification with light. You get a free case and rechargeable batteries. And then also from last hour, we have the biggest screen and largest memory. Final call on the Rainbow RCA tablet. We have fewer than 100 remaining, so check in that Rainbow, so check with your service representatives for details. Well, I'm Shannon. I hope you can find me on Facebook, because every week I post a tip, and boy, when it comes to getting organized, one tip is you need the right products to help you get organized. Origami is a family of products here at HSN that no tools, no crazy installation, no wacky assembly. But they are taking organization into fashion-forward designs. And if you missed this during our big organization or back-to-school event about a week ago, or during our crafting event on Tuesday, this is the largest number of drawers that we offer in any origami. It is a runaway customer pick and favorite. We almost never get to share it on the air, which it's nice that they have it in the show for me. And that 4-pay flex pay is done at midnight. So you can get it on 4 flexible payments for this show and this show only. So what is it and what do you have to choose from? Remember, it all collapses. Tracy Rose is gonna give you all details in just a few moments, but we have this beautiful, are we officially calling this silver in the system? Okay, platinum with that great walnut. Then we've got all fancy. Here's our teal with the walnut. This is one of our most popular choices. I don't know if you can see it. I'll move this to the side, Mark. But there's our white with the walnut. And we also have the bronze, which is on, oh, here we go. Here's the bronze, right? Or is that antique? That looks like the antique. Well, you know what? I'm going to defer to the experts on this one. Tracy Rosa is joining us from home. Tracy, is this the vintage bronze? It is, right?
Yes, it is the vintage bronze. And what you need to know about the vintage bronze, it is a very rich chocolate brown with specks of gold in there. So if you have hardwood floors, if you have dark cabinets, this is going to be the wonderful solution to any storage needs that you have in your home. And listen, you're right, Shannon, this is the biggest drawer system that we have. And I love this one so much because we have added that wonderful wood design, okay, that wonderful wood texture along with the metal texture. So it really is kind of keeping up with that fashion forward, that design forward technology that, you know, you open up a magazine, you see like, oh, okay, this is where the trend is going. So we've kept it. So it's not just about organization. It literally is about, you know, getting organized and having your home look just as beautiful. So the way that this works is it comes to you just like this. Now, many people will say that the hardest part about origami is literally taking it out of the box. So here you go. You take it out of the box. It's kind of like an accordion. So you open it up, all right? And you've got 2 different areas right here. They open up perfectly. Now, this top shelf is already attached. So what you do is you swing this over and then you're just, again, this is going to be the hardest part. All you have to do is line up. There are a couple little holes. There are 4 little holes. You line it up with the different pegs on the base of this. So once you kind of swing that over and then you line things up perfectly like so, there you go. There you go. And then you just kind of put it perfectly into place. So like I said, the hardest part is lining up those holes. Once you do, there you're good to go. So now you just start putting the drawers in. There's nothing crazy about our drawers. There are no wheels on these tracks, so there's nothing to kind of get derailed, and you just slide them in. Now, the great thing about this is that it's powder coated steel. So that means that these are not going to rust. They're not going to chip. They're not going to corrode. You have that wonderful fine mesh. So nothing is going to fall through those. You've got the wonderful handles here. 3 different size drawers. So you've got small, medium, and large. So very easy to store stuff in. And like I said, nothing is falling through there. So you can use this in every single room in your home. Plus, you can use this in the bathroom. You can use this anywhere. And that's what we love so much about origami, because we've really taken the work out of getting organized. Because I think that we all can relate to that one story where it's like, okay, you get the box home, you've got a big drawer system, you open up the box, and what do you have? You have, you know, 10 different pieces, you've got 5 different bags of tools, you've got little, you know, stuff like that. It really is that wonderful solution. So look at this. You've got a hot mess going on right there, and you open up your origami and you're good to go. So whether you're a crafter, whether you are a, you know, you want to use this in the bedroom, whether you want to use this in the closet, whether you want to use it in the guest room, whether you want to use this in the pantry, it really is that perfect solution, Shannon.
It is, and it's the most bang for the buck. The 10-drawer system is the largest configuration that we offer, but it's not so unwieldy or overwhelming. It's not one of those big organizational things you put together and then suddenly it stays there as if it were a landmark for all time. So you just choose your color of choice. This is that vintage bronze with the walnut. There's your platinum with the walnut. Gray is one of the hottest decorating colors in America right now. So any room in the house, that gray with the walnut is a top pick for sure. Here's our white with the walnut, which is always a big and bright seller. And then our teal with that walnut top as well. 4 Flex Pay is for this show. So that 4 Flex Pay is done at the stroke of midnight. When you see the new IMAN jeans coming up at midnight with Miss Amy, then you will not be able to get it on the 4 flexible payments, $42.49 plus shipping and tax on your credit card, 653-217. Tracy, it really is true. We love origami, but we don't see this configuration very often. This is one that's really hard for us to keep in stock, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think once people see it, they get it. Like, for example, okay, our really good friends, Rob and Jackie, came into town. They were here from LA, and they were here yesterday, and I had this all set up, and they're like, oh my gosh, what is this? And I showed them the whole system, and Jackie was like, this would be great for my closet, because we all know how much it would cost if you had to customize a closet, you know? But here you have 13 inches off the wall. You have about 2 feet and 6 inches across and the same height. So it's 2.6 across and 2.6 up. But the amount of storage that you're getting with this is incredible. I really wish that I had enough time that I could take all the stuff out of the drawers, put it all on the floor. You could see the hot mess that I had, and you would see how easy it is to organize. So up here I have makeup. Right here, I have all of my scarves and stuff, all the stuff in your closet that don't really have a home but need a home. My clutches, all of my clutches go right here perfectly. And then I've got my makeup here. And then I have my white jeans. Down here, I have all my camo jeans. I've got my hair stuff right here. I've got my rollers. What do you do with your hats, your fedoras and stuff like that? Where do you store those? This is a great place to do it. I've got my Beekman wipes. I've got my, what do we have here? I've got my detox, Dr. Nassif detox wipes right here. And then my husband loves, he's obsessed with sunglasses. He's got a sunglass collection that is basically embarrassing, but that is all right here. And that's all in that one storage place. And literally like almost 3 feet by 3 feet design, very slim footprint, powder coated steel. I think this is great for the kitchen, because this top shelf will hold almost 30 pounds worth of weight. So that means your big mixers, your air fryers, your microwave, all of those heavy appliances that take up all of that real estate in the kitchen now can go on top of here. And it's on wheels, Shannon. It's on wheels. That means you wheel it from room to room to room to room. You don't have, it doesn't have to be that stationary commitment, you know?
It's so true. It's real estate that you can move from room to room. By the way, Rochelle, she loves those magnifying glasses. Paul, RW's on Facebook, as well as my friend Monica Grace from Orlando. Melissa, we love you as well. And we know you're gonna love this origami. If you do use it in the kitchen, as I use so many of my origamis, these aerated baskets are especially helpful if you're putting things, potatoes, oranges, lemons, limes, any of your fresh produce that you typically keep on the counter, but you really want to keep aerated. It's also nice if you have a tendency to have things with a lot of crumbs like I do. Everything falls through. It's easy to clean. So you don't have to worry about any of that. And it does have actually more of a high-end look than you might expect, especially in this kind of price point. Okay, I'm trying to do this backwards. So the fact that I even attempted that is like a little Christmas miracle in and of itself. But Tracy, even when you do it backwards or practically with your eyes closed, it's pretty hard to mess up origami, isn't it?
Listen, Shannon, there are some things that you need to know about me, and you and I have been friends for a long time. If I'm on TV presenting anything, it literally means it is the easiest thing to put together. I do not do complicated. I don't do hard work. I don't like any work on the front end of anything, whether it's cleaning, organizing, or whatever. You know, I like to be able to take it out of the box, put it together. I love this. I love that you had 3 different size baskets, because even in this thin basket right here, crafters love this, because you don't want, 10 drawers of this really thick basket, because at the end of the day, you're dealing with really small items. So you don't want this whole drawer full of, of really small items. So this is great for any room in your house. I'm telling you, crafters love it. This is great for the laundry room. It's good for the pantry. Your Andrew Lessman vitamins go great in here, but it's not that big and bulky piece. So it stands about 2.6 feet tall. I think it's a great working space. So even if this is your office, Even if you have your printer on top here, your laptop, you can work standing up. It's beautiful design. So really you can use this in any single room in your home, and it's sturdy. So it's not just about using it in your home. You can take this from home to home to home. This would be great to send to a college student at a dorm. They would love this. And then you would actually be able to move this from their dorm to the next dorm to their first apartment and then to their first home, because it is that durable furniture. It is steel and wood. There's nothing better when it comes to, you know, furniture than steel and wood, Shannon. And powder coated steel, to say the least. It won't chip, rust, or corrode.
And it's pretty to boot, just like you,
Yes.
Tracy. Thank you for your help tonight.
It's good to see you, my friend.
Thank you, Trace. Take good care. Be safe. And don't forget, 4 Flex Pay is done at the stroke of midnight, so grab yours. Remember, at midnight, Iman and Amy are coming up. Brand new today's special to go along with the Fit Flop sneakers I had. And food goes with everything. I actually have the weekend off to prepare for a special 5-day, a week-long series that I have with my friend Miss Marlowe, starting this Monday, August 17th. Now, if you join me on Shannon Smith's Kitchen on Instagram, I am gonna have a full table to prep. I mean, you can have a whole meal on the table in 20 minutes or less. I have banana bread cookies on the way and much more. Hope to see you on Monday, and check me out on Instagram.
At Dalton Beauty, we believe in the confidence that lies within you. Every woman deserves to feel beautiful in a matter of a few minutes each day. That's why I created Dalton. I want to give you beauty tools to create that feeling. My mission is to make you feel empowered, unstoppable, and unapologetically beautiful. Give me 10 minutes and I'll change the way you see yourself.
I have